Australia Day in prison. Australia Day in prison was part of my culture growing up. True. People be like, what? Yeah, man. That's right. Let's talk about it. So, I'm white Australian. Duh. You know, I grew up in a low economic area at the western suburbs of Melbourne. You know, a lot of broken homes, a lot of drug activity, you know, a lot of crime, gangs, all that bullshit. Obviously, you know, I was a product of my environment. Doing prison. That was, you know, part of my life growing up. So in prison, you know, I'll get there, I'm a young bloke, and I'm looking around, trying to find myself, as kids do, yeah? Trying to find, you know, who I am. You know, trying to find my place in the world. I look around, I'm in prison, and, you know, I've got all these other cliques, all these other nashos, you know what I mean, doing their thing, all these other cultures. And before I start, let me just say, you know, I respect all races. You know, I think judging someone by their colour of their skin or their nasho or their culture and putting them all in the same basket is really, like, small-minded. Like, I've got coes, I've got co-offenders that are Muslim. I grew up with brothers, like, all different types. Our clique, our crew were multicultural. That's the way we ran from where we come from. You know, all different types. Anyway, I think it's real small-minded if you judge someone on their race, you know. Let's just get that out the way. But I'm in jail, right? I'm looking around. I've got all these other cliques, all these other nashos. And I'm thinking, you know, who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? And you got the Koori lads, good boys, doing their thing, playing footy. You know what I mean? Eating together. You know, they hang out together. They got the Aboriginal flags tattooed on them. They had like NAIDOC week and stuff. You know, they do the big week and they dance and stuff like that. Respect, boys, respect, you know. And then you got the Islander lads. You know, they play rugby, they hang out, they play their music together, they sing, they eat together. You know, they got their tribal tattoos and stuff like that. And then their family will come in once a year, I'm not sure what it's called, and they have their traditional feed together and stuff. It's like they're to represent their culture that time of the year. You got the Asian lads. They got, you know, dragons tattooed on them, Asian writing tattooed on them. They hang together, they eat like bulk rice and Asian cook-ups and that, you know what I mean? They speak their language, they hang out, play cards and shit, you know? Then you got the Lebos, you know what I mean, or the Arabs. They got the Arabic writing on them, tattooed on them, you know? They hang out together, they pray, you know? They do their Ramadan, you know what I mean? They, you know, they all have their time of the year where they do their thing. Even the Asians, they have their, like, I think it's Chinese New Year or something like that. You know, you know, the jail gives them a lot of these things, you know, helps them for their culture, you know, says, yeah, respect, that's your day or that's your week or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there, a white fella, you know, looking around. Yeah, I want to find myself, you know what I mean? Then we get Australia Day, we get a barbecue pack, you know? Sweet. That's it. That's our day, you know what I mean? I play footy, I eat a meat pie. You know, my mum's name's Shazza. Not really, but you know what I mean? I've got like Aussie pride tattooed on my knuckles. Sorry, on my hands. You know, I've got Ned Kelly, Southern Cross here. You know, I'm Aussie, man. I'm white Aussie in that, you know. That's the whack. That's it. It is what it is. I come from a Houso area, full white Aussie in that, you know. And that was me, man. That was where I found my place, you know, as a white Aussie in prison. You know what I mean? You know, Ned Kelly was the Don. You know what I mean? You know, Australia Day was Australia Day. You know, like I say, you know, I was trying to find myself too, you know. So Australia Day has a big part of me growing up and finding myself. The dates of it and what it really fucking means, it meant nothing to me. Do you know what I mean? It was just me finding myself as a white Australian, you know. And the way we looked at it is like, you know, all these other nashos have got their days. Do you know what I mean? They've got their culture. Am I allowed to have my culture? And then you've got the ones that as soon as you click up and you're white and you're Australian, you're Aussie pride, this, that, then you're racist. That's bullshit, man. Who's really racist? Do you know what I mean? Because if that's the way you're looking at it, that ain't it. Do you know what I mean? Or else every other nasho that hanged out, talked their own language, ate their own food and did their own thing would be racist. Is it like that? I fucking hope not. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, that's what it is, man. That's my view on Australia Day, you know what I'm saying?